Alrighty everyone, let's keep rolling with Ask Soap Anything! What is your real name? Well, I'll give him a first name. First name's Matt. The rest of it, that's a mystery. Or do I even have another rest of my name? Who knows? What's the story behind the name Codename Soap? I can't remember if I've answered this. I know I answered it in a video where a guy who's a recruiter for TGN did like a little interview with me way back in the day. I had like 400 something subscribers, and he was like, hey, mind if I interview you and kind of talk to you about you and your channel? I'm like, okay, cool. But anyway, the story behind Codename Soap is that whenever I was starting my YouTube channel and I was thinking of a name, I wanted to be Soap, just Soap by itself, because the place that I worked at the time, that was my nickname. And it's not because of Soap McTavish from Call of Duty, and believe it or not, it's not because of Fight Club. So, story goes, a friend of mine walks up to me and says, what's up, Soap? And I said, Soap? And he said, yeah, you're Soap. I was like, oh, is it because my favorite movie's Fight Club? And he's like, I don't know, I haven't seen Fight Club. I'm like, oh, then what is it? He said, you know, you're Soap, you're the cleaner. You keep your hands clean. I was like, literally? And he's like, no, you just make sure everything's nice and clean. Well, all right. And then come to find out it's a reference to the character Soap in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. There you go. Back to whenever I was making my YouTube channel, I wanted to be Soap. Soap was taken. So I thought, well, I don't want to not have Soap in the name. So what's a good name? And I was sitting there thinking name, Soap, Soap, name, Soap. Codename Soap. Oh, I'm a fan of spy movies and spy fiction and whatnot, and all spies have their code names. I mean, example, James Bond, his code name's 007. Alex Trevelyan, 006. There you go. Moneypenny, MQ. You know, you got all these people who have their code names, and so I always thought that was cool. I have a code name. So, Codename Soap. I thought, alright, it's a little bit of my like for spies, and it's Soap because that was my nickname. There you go, Codename Soap. Do you have a favorite YouTuber? It depends on when you ask me, to be honest. So, when I started out on YouTube, it was, as I said in a previous video, it was for making guitar stuff. So, there were, you know, guys I would watch playing guitar that I was subscribed to, and, you know, I liked their playing style, I liked what they brought to the songs for their covers and things like that, and I subscribed to them. Can't remember their names because it wasn't... Hush, dog. Can't remember their names just because they were just guys just playing, and I was like, cool, I want to be a guy that plays. But then as I got into the YouTube video game scene, right off the bat, as soon as I was told about MC Nanners, just because people told me, as I've said before, that I remind them of him, he reminded me of me. I thought he was a really cool and chill dude, and then as he evolved, he became this really nice and happy-go-lucky dude and all that. But nowadays, he's not my favorite YouTuber just because I don't want to say I don't like the content he's putting out. I just wish he would make a bit more in-depth videos like he used to, longer videos. His average video is like 3 to 5 minutes long, but he uploads like at least one every day, you know, and he's got millions of subscribers and billions of views. So, I mean, he's obviously doing very well for himself, and he's getting ready to start up his own, like, clothing line, which, awesome. I'll most likely be buying some clothes, because I still love seeing Nanners. I love the Nanner Man. But my tastes in YouTube evolved, if you will, because, you know, when you first get into YouTube, you kind of have a niche of things, and then you can realize to branch out. I still, like, watch, you know, video game YouTube stuff like all the time. Like I'll pull up, I have a YouTube window open right here. Rooster Teeth, Angry Joe Show, Tested, Yahtzee, aka Zero Punctuation, he has his own YouTube channel, Monstercat for their amazing music, which I use in so many videos. Thank you guys for letting people use it. Jim Sterling, Cinemasker, Slow Mo Guys, Robus, Defend the House, Trendkill, even though he hasn't uploaded anything forever. One of my actual friends, he has a YouTube channel, Square of Fortune, go check him out. He does Team Fortress stuff kind of mostly, and hopefully we're gonna be collaborating on something in the near future. So Mr. Fortune, if you're listening or watching, call me. The Let's Play channel, another personal friend of mine who runs a website and a podcast, and we've made short movies together, which I've uploaded on here before, and I actually have been in a few, but the main thing I do for these videos is I make the music for them. I'm a musician, but I also compose music for these short films and whatnot. It's just awesome. I can't even say it. Can't even say my own friend's website. It's justawesome.com. Seth for life. The biggest influence on me playing Skyrim on YouTube, playing an assassin character. That was the fuse that lit my... The fuse. I know, dog. I screwed it up. That was the spark that lit my fuse to the potential dynamite that is my YouTube channel. See what I did there? He is still the best assassin player I've ever seen. He came up with the best strategy when it comes to starting a pure assassin with no mods, you know, just a pure vanilla Skyrim playthrough. But with mods, you know, I want to see him play with mods. I honestly do. I want to see what he does, because I have the way I play because I'm playing with mods now and like alternate start and all that. But if you're playing vanilla Skyrim, and if you go back to my original cat face, like he showed the best way to do it. I did it on my channel, and then when it came to joining the Dark Brotherhood, I did my own thing. His channel, or his strategy and the way he played it, did something else. Seth, if you ever see this, please come back and show all these people what the best assassin there has to offer, please. Also, call me. Let's collaborate. I love you and your stuff. Even though Skyrim's not multiplayer, let's do something. If you ever, come on, man. Let's hang out. Let's make some videos. Next on the list is one of the people who is the most responsible for getting me noticed when I first started out, and that would be my good British friend Flinty13. Also hasn't uploaded in a while, but Flinty, if you're watching this, you know I love you. I can't thank you enough for what you did in the early stages of my YouTube channel. At all, you're the best. Of course, CNAners, we were talking about him. Dunkus, that's, you know, from way back in the Call of Duty days. And also someone who gave me a little bit of love when I was making some Call of Duty videos. He basically had this one, the one that stands out to me the most is he uploaded this video of Modern Warfare 3 on, I can't remember the name of the map because I haven't played it forever, but it's basically a really small construction site. Like there's a tunnel and there's high-rises of scaffolding and things, and it's mainly a square map. But he showed like the best loadout for it was actually these light machine gun, which is completely against what I would play as, because I was mainly a rusher submachine gun character, or if I was playing a bit more strategic, I'd be a sniper back in the cut doing my thing, but not camping, because screw that. That jazz. Screw it. But he showed this thing and was like, hey, here's the best setup or loadout trophy system for things and all of that. And in my Road to Commander Lucky 13 series, I actually used that same setup on the exact same map, and I got the first Moab of that prestige. It wasn't my first Moab in the game, but it was the first time I did it in that prestige, and it was like way deep into the series, and I was getting scared that I wouldn't get one. And then I sent him a thing on Twitter. It was like, hey buddy, you totally got it right. And he gave me some love on the channel. And then he said, hey guys, go check out this new commentator. And then I saw one response that was like, it's Call of Duty, and he was like, no, but he's good at commentary, go check him out. And I was like, holy crap, Dunkus was, you know, big with Machinima back in the day, and I've always loved his videos. Even when he went away, I was waiting, and then he came back, and I was like, hey man, remember me? You know, this is the situation, glad to see you back. And he's like, totally remember you. And I was like, oh my god. Another actual friend of mine, Robo Rage Fest. I've put up some links on like Twitter and Facebook and things like that of videos that I've been in with my good friend Mr. Robo Harris, and basically it's GTA videos of fails and whatnots, and I show up in there because he's one of my friends in real life that we play GTA with quite a bit. So if you can go check that out, show him some love, please do. Total Biscuit, APL Fisher, Top Gear, Mr. Sark. I gotta say, Mr. Sark is easily my favorite YouTuber. There is easily, like, just, if I could emulate someone as far as, like, their attitude, the way they make their videos, the presentation of their videos, the sense of humor and all that, it would be Mr. Sark. easily, bar none. He's easily my favorite. Sark, if you ever watch this, I'm on a PC. I will happily play games with you in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Sandy Ravage, who... There's nothing you can really say about Sandy Ravage that, you know, hasn't... it's the Duke. The shotgun. I mean, the Sandy Ravage. The Sandy Ravage. Changed my whole outlook on how to play Call of Duty after seeing what he would do with shotguns, and I'm like, are you effing kidding me with this? Another, similar to Flinty, as I mentioned before, that was very, very influential in my early stages as far as, like, helping the channel out and, you know, getting me noticed, and a guy that I've played Call of Duty with a couple times, and that would be Tall Mountain. You haven't been on in a while, I know. Life happens, things happen, but buddy, still can't thank you enough. Still can't thank you enough. But that's who I'm subscribed to on YouTube. So back to a question of who's my favorite. Do I have a favorite YouTuber? Easily Mr. Sark. Easily Mr. Sark.